Hi, Scrappy friends. It's Kim back from Making Creative Memories in Time. And today is Saturday, and I am getting started back on my Simple Page Kit Saturday. So, as March is coming to an end on Monday, can you believe March will be gone on Monday? And I still had not done the 2025 Noteworthy Simple Page Kit 3 yet. So I pulled that, and I was inspired mostly by the colors that are in this page kit. So you have the dark sea green, you have some hot fudge, and you have some avocado. There's a tiny little bit of cool gray and beige mixed in, and I love this. And another thing that I love about this is look at all your photo options. So you've got two 5.5 by 3.5 photos, which I trimmed mine down a little bit. And then over here you have 3.5 by 5.5, and then you have 6 3.5 by 3.5, which I ended up doing 3 by 3s. So altogether, friends, you get 10 photos on a 2-page layout. So I decided that this layout would work perfectly for some pictures from one of my work travels. We were in San Diego for an Ending Violence Against Women International Conference back in 2018. And we were in Old Town San Diego in these photos that will be scrapbooked here. So we'll talk about the photos when we get the page. When we're ready for the photos, we'll talk about them. So one of the things that I love about our Simple Page kits is you get 2 pre-printed bases. And then they're double-sided so that you could completely use them. I could flip this and use, if I wanted to use this side, but then they're double-sided so I can use them on another page if I wanted to. You get 1 sheet of stickers, and when you look at this, making memories every day. So this is a little bit of a coffee theme, and even though I'm eating at an authentic Fiesta Reyes Mexican restaurant, nothing about this is Mexican restaurant-y, but I'm still using these stickers. So we're going to make this work, friends. And then you get this cut-apart sheet, okay? And I love, so it's printed on one side, and the way it's printed, it absolutely makes no sense. But when you flip it over, it's easy to see where your cuts are going to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and start on cut 1. And using our paper trimmer, you have the dash line here. And then we also have the guide on our paper trimmer. Well, let's see if we can get this guide to move. Neither of my guides want to move. There we go. And the guide is going to let me see where I'm at. And I look pretty close. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So there is piece 1. Same thing, we're going to line up piece 2, and I love that these are numbered for us. Piece 2. And then we're going to make this cut and then come back and do all of our horizontal cuts, which we'll flip our paper to make them be vertical cuts. So we're going to go ahead and just keep. Now, I want you to notice I already have my photos matted. And right there, I can trim that little tiny piece off. Sometimes I'm not exactly on the line, and that's okay. If you're not exactly on the line, when you flip it over, you can trim the part that doesn't match right off. But I already have my photos cropped. And although they do not call to be on a white mat, photo mat, you guys know me, I love to double mat, and I love a good white mat. All right. So we're going to pull this back in. Now, if you need to read the directions, there's printed directions right here. If you need to read them, here's a little photo sizes, and it tells you what you need. Okay. Altogether, it says you need 6 3.5 by 3.5. You need 2 5.5 by 3.5, and 2 3.5 by 5.5. And again, I just adjusted my sizes because I like that white mat. When I put these together, I do not look at these directions. I simply look at the pictures. I look at this larger picture, and that helps me get everything put together. So my first base page is going to be a page that has the dark sea green here and has the green at the top. Okay, so that's going to be, that direction is going to be there. My second page is going to be the dark sea green at the bottom and the avocado green at the side. So this is exactly how my pages are going to line up, friends. And you know, I'm going to pull, my sweet friend Brenda taught me this trick. I used to do the removable glue dot on the back, and my sweet friend Brenda Rose has taught me to do this. I'm trying to figure out where that's going to be, and if I need to move it, I'll move it. This is just mint tape. You can order this from Amazon. You can get it from scrapbook.com, and it's just a low-tack tape that will hold your page to your mat with no leftover residue, and it will not tear your page. Love that. So we're going to dress left page first, and then we're going to dress right page. So it doesn't matter which one of these you want to use. They're identical. One says 1, one says 2, but they're absolutely identical. And it is going to line up. It looks like it's going to line up right at the edge here. Let's go ahead and lay in one of my, now remember my photos were supposed to be 3.5 by 3.5. And to conserve paper, photo print paper, I did not want to print these 4x6 and cut them down. So I put them in my Project Life app and printed them out that way and got 3x4s. And so my photos are 3x3, and then my white mats are 3.25 by 3.25. These are not going to be in this order. I'm just sizing here. They're not going to be in this order. I'm just sizing to make sure I'm going to like that, and I am. And we'll talk about the photos as we place them, okay? So, leave a comment. Have you been to Old Town San Diego? We were only in San Diego for 4 days, I think. And let me tell you, I have traveled all over for my job. I have traveled all over Southern California. San Diego is by far my favorite Southern California town. By far, friends, by far. I loved everything about San Diego. Heather and I went to the San Diego Zoo the day that we got there. Some of the best food I have ever eaten in my life, I ate in San Diego. Just everything about San Diego. La Jolla, I loved the zoo, everything about it. So we're going to go ahead and get this one attached as well. And all you do is you just butt up those edges, okay? Now, the next thing that we're going to do before we start putting any photos down or any mats, we're going to come in from our sticker sheet. And what I love is this sticker matches Cyclic Circles Border Maker cartridge that also matches the Noteworthy collection. So we're going to pull this, and what I like is I can save those little dots. I can literally save those little dots if I want and use them. And what I can do, and I may even do it on this and show you what I'm talking about, I can add a little bit of liquid glass right over top of these, and when they dry, they are going to look like enamel dots. I love it. This is not identical to this punch, but it's pretty close, friends. It gives you that same sort of feel. I'm just going to center this right up, visually center it. I'm not like pulling out a ruler and measuring. And you see how I'm letting part of it lay back. If you are working with stickers, especially extremely sticky stickers, you don't want to let the whole thing fall down, because if it's crooked, you are going to either rip the sticker or rip the paper, pulling it back up. So there we go on that one. And we're going to do the same thing on this one, and then we can get started putting down our mats and our photos. And this one, again, I am just going to visually find center. May not be perfect, but we're just going to give it a good shot. Visually find center. Okay, so there's that. And next up, we are going to lay down 3 and 4. Doesn't matter, because these are the same size, but we're going to go ahead and pull 3 and 4. These are going to be photo mats. So 4 is going, no, we're going to have this sticker that is the books, the coffee, and the little plant. And then we have Coffee and Friends. Now, I'm going to tell you, coffee's not in this photo, but we're still going to use this. It's not in any of these photos, but we're still going to use it. And then we're going to use one of these little stickers here, but we're not going to put that down until we have our photo on. Why am I putting that on my hand? Why am I not going to? And we're just going to work one page at a time, because my photos, this silicone mat, for whatever reason, sticks to my photos. And then we have this Hugging a Mug sticker that we're going to use. And then we have Making Memories Every Day that we're going to use. And that's going to be all the stickers. And then this says Love at the top. So love is going to mean something entirely different when I do these photos. So doesn't have to be love, love. So this is going to position, it's going to have a slight tilt to it. And I am using repositionable adhesive. So if I need to maneuver it around, now I can see there's a tiny little bit of that gray left on there. I'm okay with that. It's not blatantly obvious. So I'm just going to leave it. And then this one is going to tuck just a little under, like so. And there's going to be a little bit, teeny little bit of a gap right there. And then one of our pieces is gray. This piece. And now that one does have a little bit that we need to trim off, because it's like the mocha color, and we do not want the mocha color, so we're just going to trim that little piece of mocha color off. This one, to me, doesn't seem as obvious, so I'm good with that. This just needs to tuck under enough that we are going to be able to see our title here. Making Memories Every Day. I'm going to go ahead and attach that, because that's going to help me know how far I want to tuck this under. I can tilt that a little more if I want to tilt that a little more. And it looks like right there, uh-oh. It looks like we have these 3 little leaves, these little sprigs, are going to add just the cutest little touch Just the cutest little touch right there, friends. Okay. Now, what I have done is my first photo is going to be the Fiesta de Reyes. And I hope I'm saying that right. I am probably butchering that. So if you are Spanish speaking or you have been to this restaurant and I butcher it, be kind to me. Be kind to me in the comments. It was absolutely the most magnificent Mexican food I have ever consumed in my entire life. I absolutely loved it. So when this goes into my travel album, there's going to be a flip flap here. And there's going to be a whole lot because the journal card that's provided is not near enough to tell the story that I want to tell with this. So this is the food that I actually ate there. It was I didn't eat the rice because I don't eat rice. But this burrito and these beans were divine. Divine. This is my view from where we were sitting. This is like the outdoor restaurant area, and this is my view from where we were sitting. So it's going to go on a flip flap. So we're just going to attach this one. But I did want to tell you guys that it's just going to go on a flip flap on the outside of the page protector when it goes into its forever home. So what will happen is I will put this in a flip flap, and when I'm finished, the flip flap will slide down in the holding album page protector, and then this will flip up, and there will just be a piece of, probably what I'll do is I will find a Noteworthy Days journal card that matches, because all of this matches the Noteworthy Days collection, and do my journaling, and then that will be a flip flap. Okay, so now I am ready for 3 pictures down the side. So just to sort of give chronological of the story. So this was a hand-painted wall when our Uber driver dropped us off. This is like down at the very tip end of this restaurant, like on the corner, and it's like a rounded corner, and you just walk up a sidewalk and then you come to the restaurant entrance. So here's a picture of Heather at the restaurant. And then I'm thinking that these flowers were somewhere at the restaurant. I can't remember, but I'm thinking that they were hanging somewhere at the top of the restaurant. So this is how we're going to do this side. And we're just going to visually put that together. Now, if you cut your photos to the 3.5 by 3.5, you have less space, but I wanted that white mat. I cannot scrapbook without the white mat, and I needed that. So we are going with the white mat. And I'm just going to visually center here. Just visually. And again, I'm using repositionable tape. And so if I need to move this around to get it exactly centered or straight, I can totally do that. So I sort of got these the way I want them, and then I'm going to center this one up in between. Okay, so remember we had this one we're going to move up. Well, let's lay it here so we can place. So we have this, and let's move this little. Not even going to need that now. We're going to tilt that. I don't want the sticker to be in the way of this little cluster. And this is actually supposed to go on the photo. We're not going to put it on the photo, friends. We're just going to drop it right here. Okay. Now, this little sticker even though it says hug in a mug, we don't have coffee. I'm still using this, okay? And we're gonna, the colors work and I like it. And then love. So I could put this love right here over the picture of Heather waving to me. I could put it up here at Old Town San Diego. I could put it right here. I could put it right here. I think, because I love the idea, there was live bands playing for us, and as we were leaving, Heather wanted her picture, or either I asked her to step over and wave at me. So I'm going to do the love right there because I love that she did that. And truth be told, if I had a better memory, I probably asked her to do that. I probably asked her to do that. So look how quickly Simple Page Kit, or I'm sorry, the left page of Simple Page Kit 3 came together, friends. It came together super quickly, and I love it. Now let's put together our right page. So our right page, and if we were just doing this and I wasn't talking, like, it would go so much faster. It would go so much faster, but I'm just explaining stuff to you. So this is, let me see if I can remember this. Morton Fig Tree. I think this was the Morton Fig Tree, I think. And then here, this is the magnificent chips that we had to eat. This is one of the co-workers' plate that went with us, and these were the ladies who were taking care of us. The weather was absolutely phenomenal that day. It was a perfect day for outdoor dining. Absolutely perfect day. And I do think this was called, yeah, I think this was called the Morton Fig Tree. And I got several pictures of this tree because, you know, your girl likes stuff like that. And then we're going to have a little, this is going to be a little journal spot tucked in. Okay, now let's look at what stickers we need to pull over here. So here we're going to pull the little happiness is a cup of coffee shared with a friend. And I'm pretty sure that Matt and I had coffee. I don't remember Heather being a coffee drinker at that time. And a little muffin. And then we have our little can of flowers. Spill the tea. I love that. And the little teacup. And I am not seeing any other stickers. So you have some books, there's some more muffins here. And then you have the little coffee cup. So love that. Let's now get started putting down our photos here. So this is, and here's the thing, coffee and treats. Love this. This is a San Diego house. So I pulled back, which of course to crop it, I had to crop part of the little house off. And then this tells the history of the San Diego house, reconstructed in 1985. And I love this. So these are going to go down here. And then this was just one of the little original buildings. And look at that tile, friends. Would you look at that tile on that staircase? I love it. And then the little wagon with the flowers. And so I love stuff like that. And I just had to take those pictures. So this page, and hopefully what I'm helping you with in putting together this simple page kit is, I'm doing a simple page kit. It's pretty much a coffee theme, okay? It's pretty much a coffee theme, but nothing, there's no coffee in the pictures. Here is a coffee and treats, and it just happened to be that that worked out that way. Not that, that's not why I chose this. This was a trip that to downtown, or not downtown, but Old Town San Diego that I wanted scrapbooked, and having 10 photos really gave me the opportunity to tell this story. And it just so happened to be on this pretty little coffee paper, right? Coffee theme. So just because you have coffee embellishments does not mean that your page needs to have, like I'm putting spill the tea and a cup of tea on here, and there is not even like anything related to tea. So I love that you can mix it up and make it what you want to make it. Okay, love it. So this little, I even thought about letting this be, no, it was supposed to cover the photo, but I didn't want it to cover the photo. This was, I even thought about letting this be one of my work trips to, trying to remember, Rhode Island. One of my work trips to Rhode Island, there was a little gelato, authentic Italian gelato little place, and they had a little sidewalk sign like that. And I even thought about letting that be the pictures that I scrapbooked here, but I just kept coming back to Old Town San Diego for some reason. Just kept coming back. So it doesn't say to let this overlap, but I want this to overlap Spill the Tea, because I want that to be part of that cluster, and we're just going to let that little tea bag sit right in there. The little teacup and the tea bag sit right in there. So I am going to pull, my friends, some of these, and I am going to let these work like gems. So when you have little extras like this, friends, let them work for you on your page. And down here, and then let's do one right there. And then over here, let's just do 2. Well, let's do 3. No, let's just do 2. I'm not liking the 3 over there on that one. And then up here, we can do 3. Easy up here, friends. Easy. 1, 2, and 3. And then over here, we'll probably just sprinkle like 1 there, 2, and 3. These are extra, okay? All of this is extra. And I will show you once that dries what that looks like. But real quickly, let's take a look back at our simple page kit. And so if you like this, don't be afraid to use product you have. However, if you want this simple page kit, it will be linked down below. Don't be afraid to pull pictures that you have, paper that you have, punches or stickers that you have, and recreate this simple page kit. So this is what I will put on. It's called liquid glass. I'm going to hold these up and let you see them. I'll put this on and let it dry. This I will smear on, and it will dry shiny and look like a little dome of epoxy over these that will end up making them look like they are enamel dots. So let's take a quick look. Now remember, that's going to be a flip flap. Love, love, love this. Love that cute little cluster. I'm going to have to put a little more adhesive there. Little title. Love it. So leave a comment if you are new to my channel. I would love if you would subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload content. If you are a returning follower, thank you for coming back and saying hello. So let me know what you think about this Simple Page Kit Saturday, friends. And I will be back midweek. Actually, I think I will be back on Thursday. I think I am resurrecting my Throwback Thursday or Take Me Back Thursday. I think I'm resurrecting that series. So I will see you on Thursday. And until next time, happy scrapping. And here is a look, friends, at that liquid glass. And it's completely dry on top. You see how now it looks like a gem? You see that sheen and that shine? I love it. Hopefully you do too.